Okay, good morning, dear student. I think we started learning time of supply. You have seen how the descriptive notes has been given in different material of CA and CWA Institute, which is very difficult for us to learn, recollect, and reproduce during exam. So to avoid that, we had our own tabular form to understand entire subsections of time of supply for goods, which is covered under section 12 of CGST Act. So can you tell me now, let us have little bit of revision as far as our time of supply is concerned for goods, which is explained under which section. Time of supply for goods is explained under which section of CGST Act? Can I have your answer, please? Tell me, under which section we have discussion of time of supply for goods? Any of you can give the answer. Time of supply for goods. Time of supply for goods. Yes. The right answer is section 12. How many subsections are there in section 12? How many subsections are there under section 12? Very right answer. There are 6 subsections: 12.1, 12.2, 12.3, 12.4, 12.5, 12.6. I hope these all are there with you all. Okay. 12.1 talks about what? Section 12, subsection 1 talks about what? Section 12, subsection 1 talks about what? You have these notes available in your notebook. Kindly have the reference and get me the answer. Section 12, subsection 1 talks about what? Yes, very right answer. Liability of tax or GST arise at the time of supply. That is why it is also known as POT, point of tax also. Very right answer. 12.2, section 12, subsection 2. Section 12, subsection 2. Discuss what? Very right answer. Forward charges. How any things to be considered under forward charges? Under GST, how anything will be considered as forward charges? What are the criteria? What are the criteria? For the forward charges? Aniska, Muskan, Ranjana, Madhu, Reha, Shubham, Siddharaj, Harshil, Sushma, thanks for your participation. How many things to be considered under forward charges? What are the criteria? Yes, not only supplier must be registered person. No, 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 no. Supplier is liable to pay tax. Supplier is liable to pay tax. Whereas in RCM, what will happen? Reverse charge mechanism, section 12(3). Yes, not the receiver, but recipient. What terminology is given in the act? Recipient. CGST Act talk about recipient, not the receiver. Very right, but the meaning is same. Very correct. So that is explained under section. That is explained under section. That is yes, not 3. Not 3. Section 12, subsection 3. Section 12, subsection 3. Yes, thank you very much. If we are thorough with these things which is there in this table, which we have learned, then it will be very easy for us to attempt any type of questions related to time of supply. Okay, you have very rightly stated there are 6 subsection of 12, 12.1, 12.2, 12.3, 12.4, 12.5, 12.6. So we will go and take it up one by one. We will take it up today, questions based on 12.2. Okay, questions based on 12.2. And I'm sure you are going to get me the answer very quickly. And why time of supply is so very important? Because it decides the due date. Right? Time of supply decide the due date. If it is composition scheme, which we are not dealing as if now, 18th of the next month, we will be learning in 6th semester, 39 subsection 2. If there is a TDS, then 10th. If non-residents, but by default, even last year also, you have learned in direct tax, by default, we will always consider R and OR, resident and ordinary resident. If there is a TCS, again 10th. And others, so we will get others wala maximum, which is explained under section 39 subsection 1 of CGST Act 2017. So 20th will be the of the following month, any date till 30th also you are making the transaction. 20th will be your due date, and that will be based on this section 12 and 13. Okay, time of supply for goods, time of supply for services, liability, forward charges, reverse charges, voucher, right, residuary clause, and for any penalty, fees, etc. This is related to goods, this is related to services, which we have very nicely written in tabular form. Very nicely written in tabular form, whichever is earlier. Okay. And similarly, if you'll see section 13 also, it goes hand on hand, 13.1 to 13.6. Only the changes in spite of goods, it will be related to services. In spite of goods, it will be related to services. Okay. But today our focus will be in 12 only. I hope things are revised. You'll take earlier date of invoice, date of payment. Okay, if invoice is there, no problem. If it is not there, then we refer section 31 subsection 1 for movable goods before or at the time, immovable, date of delivery or used by recipient. If date of payment both are given, recorded or credited, whichever is earlier, so we'll consider earlier. We'll see whether it is less than 1,000 or more than 1,000. If the advance is less than 1,000, then it is option given to supplier. And supplier will always take later period, so that their due date should be postponed to that extent. So date of issue or date of received of such advance payment, whichever is earlier. So let us see, based on this, let us do few exercise, which will be a warm-up exercise, then we will proceed further. All the best. Okay. If suppose this is a question, date of invoice is 12th December, date of payment is 31st Jan. What will be your time of supply? The date of invoice is 12 December. Date of payment is okay. Yes, the very right answer is 12 December, whichever is earlier, as it has been mentioned in our table, earlier of the following. Very correct answer. Thank you very much for the right answer. So the right answer is 12 December. If date of receipt or date of invoice or date of removal, sorry, if date of removal is 8th September, date of invoice is 12th September and date of payment is 31st December, what will be your point of tax or time of supply? What will be your point of tax or time of supply? What will be your point of tax or time of supply? This is date of removal. This is date of invoice. This is date of payment. Can I have your answer, please? Can I have your answer, please? Why you are taking so much of time? Again, I'll refer this table. Date of invoice is there. Date of payment is there. If yes, no problem. I will take earlier of the following. If no, then I will refer section 31 subsection 1. If no, okay, then movable, immovable, I will apply. For movable, either before or time, whichever is earlier. For immovable, date of delivery or usage, whichever is earlier. I hope things are clear now. Let us keep these things. That is why I told you, write in a piece of paper these tables, all the tables which I have explained it to you. They're very, very important to understand and apply the logic of GST. Very important. So what is happening here? Date of removal is given. Date of invoice is also given. Date of payment is given. So what will be my point of tax? Yes. The right answer is 12 September. Very, very correct answer. Why? Because date of invoice is given. If it would have not been given, then our answer would have been different. Like here. Date of removal is given. Date of payment is given. Date of removal and date of payment. What will be your point of tax? So once again, Parth, Kunal, Shubham, Muskan, Haniksha, Ritik, Ranjana, Madhu, Chirag, Sushma, thank you for your right answers. Now get me this answer. Date of removal and date of payment. So again, you have to refer the table only. I think you are not referring the table properly. See, date of invoice is there in this question. Tell me, date of invoice is there. In this question, date of invoice is there. In this question, date of invoice is there. Yes or no? No. Then of course, if no, then I have to refer section 31. If yes, no problem. If no, then here. Then I will check whether it is movable or immovable. whether it is movable or immovable. So date of removal is given. That means it is movable goods. Are yes or no? Yes. Then before or at the time? Then before or at the time, whichever is earlier. So let us see what is happening. What is happening here? Date of removal is given. So I'll consider this and 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 this is one part. Second part, date of payment. So this and this, earlier of the following. This and this, earlier of following. Yes, the right answer will be what I got, 8th September. The right answer will be 8th September, what you have given. Kindly take down, these are the basic. आगे आने वाले हैं दिग्गज लोग. ओके, अच्छे अच्छे क्वेश्चंस आने वाले. ये तो मैं जस्ट चिंटू मिंटू क्वेश्चन दे रहा हूं. नेक्स्ट, लेट अस गो टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. डेट ऑफ यूज 18 September and date of payment 31st December. What will be your point of tax? What will be your point of tax? Date of usage and date of payment. What will be your point of tax or time of supply? Yes, very right answer. Again, I'll refer this. Right, date of usage means it is immovable product, not movable. What is given, delivery or usage? Usage is given. This or date of payment, whichever is earlier. This or date of payment, whichever is earlier. This or date of payment, whichever is earlier. So what is earlier here? Date of use as compared to date of payment. Okay, suppose we have sold the house and we are getting the payment after loan is done by the bank and bank is reimbursing the payment. So in such case it is possible. And house is immovable property. So the right answer is what you have given, 18 September. Okay, I hope you must have understood. Now we have got the check on 15th of March. The check get clear, you know, when we deposit in bank and then it is getting clear by the bank. So what will be your date of payment? 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 Can I have your answer, please? Date of payment? Very simple. Again, refer your note. Date of payment is what? Earlier of the following, either recorded or credited, whichever is earlier. क्या यार? Yes, the right answer is 15th. See, it might give like this also. In spite of date of payment, they may take these two things with this. And a date of removal, it can be given like this also. Let us combine, make the combination of this question. Okay. This kind of question can also be asked. Date of invoice. Okay. This kind of question can also be asked. Date of invoice, check received. Suppose let us take 12th March. So date of invoice is 12th March. Check received in 15th of March. Check cleared in 17th of March. What will be my time of supply? What will be my time of supply? What will be my time of supply? Yes, the right answer is 12th March 20. Okay, the right answer will be 12th March 20. Whichever is earlier. Again, I followed the same. In these two, whichever is earlier. And date of invoice, again earlier. Yes or no? Either recorded or credited. Whichever is earlier is my date of payment. This, whichever is earlier, I have considered that. Or again in this or this, they can ask the question. Combination of this and combination of this, they can ask question. Combination of this or combination of this, they may ask question. How? Let us see. Very interesting. Okay. Suppose this. Date of removal. Date of removal. Check received. Check cleared. Yes. Then again, I follow the same. Invoice is not there. So I'll follow this part. Understood? Any kind of combination is possible. Any kind of combination is possible. Any kind of permutation is possible. Any kind of permutation combination is possible. So be ready for that. Okay? Be ready for that. So here the right answer will be 8 Jan 20. The right answer will be 8 Jan 20. Okay? Suppose this with this can also be possible. Date of usage is given. Let us make little correction. 18th March. Okay. Date of use is 18th March. NEFT done is 16th March. Entry made in cash book is 17th March. What will be my time of supply? What will be my time of supply? What will be my time of supply? Any permutation combination, I'm telling you, is feasible and possible. Yes. Yes, the right answer will be, yes, the right answer will be 16th March 20. Why? Again, I will take you to the, again, I'll take you to the same table, what we had. Date of usage, this means date of invoice is not given. I am going to refer this, whichever is earlier. Okay, usage is given. I've taken that. Again, payment either recorded or credited, whichever is earlier. So what is the moral of the story, beta? What is the moral of the story everywhere? Can you tell me? After doing what exactly is happening every time, every now and then? What is happening? You will find the moral of the story, sir, whichever is earliest. Whichever is earliest. कहीं भी देखो आप. You go and refer. This date, this date, this date. Which is the earliest date? This date, this date, this date, this. Which is the earliest date? This date, this date, this date. Which is the earliest date? याद रखना. Why? Not always, हाँ? क्योंकि आगे जाके फिर वापस गुच्ची होगा. Just till this kind of combination, permutation, earliest of the following. Why? Because government wants to collect the tax from you all. When government will collect? As early as they will impose. As early as they will impose on you. That is why they are considering earliest of the following. That is why they are, that is why this entire table has been framed. Okay. Honestly speaking, this is not going to make difference. Why? Because due date will be 20th of April next month. But things will change when we have like this. We will try to understand that. Okay. Till here you have understood. I have taken all different combination here, 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 here. Only this part is left now. Okay. Now let us have question based on that. Let us have the questions based on that. Tell me that. If the date of payment, that means advance received is 500 rupees on 5th of May. Date of invoice is 15th of June and the balance payment is 20th of June. So 11,000 was the value of goods. Out of that, 500 we have received on 10th of May and remaining we have got on 15th of June. What I will consider as time of supply or point of tax. What will be my time of supply? Tell me your answer. Yes, I wanted you all to do this error. Okay. And you are there on that trap. See, what here it is given. If the amount is less than 1,000, then it is option given to supplier. Either they can take date of issue or they can take date of payment. So of course the supplier will always try to pay later part of date, due date. So in such cases, if this is the case and the advance is less than 1,000, it is an option to them either they can consider this or this. So of course they will go for June. Try to understand. If they will consider May as a due date, then 20th June he has to pay the tax on entire amount, whether he has recovered or not. Whether he has recovered or not. Okay. Now let us not take 20th. So 25th kar dete hain. So before getting the amount, he has to pay the tax. But if you will take this as a time of supply, then 20th July will be the due date. 20th July will be the due date. Try to understand. So your, what will be your point of tax? Okay. But if the advance is 1500, then if your advance is not 500, if advance is 1500, yes, then you do not have such options. Then you do not have such options. Very right answers. I hope this aspect of the table is very much clear. This aspect of the table is very much clear. Once again, these examples, these small, tiny petty questions are very, very important for all of you to practice. They are very important. And if you will practice all this, then only you will be able to sustain. Then only you will be able to sustain with this kind of questions which we had. Plenty of questions we have, which we are going to learn. Time of supply. बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस हैं. अगर ये फंडामेंटल आपको आएगा, then you will be able to sustain. Otherwise, हर एक बार आपका विकेट जाएगा. हर एक बार आपका विकेट जाएगा. I'm telling you. Okay. So all the best. Practice at home. Take this table very seriously. Very important table. Very, very important table. Entire section 12 in one page or half of the page. For time of supply of goods.